Well, good evening. My name is Julianne Hofer, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services in the Ocean View School District. And boy, are you in for a treat tonight. Tonight, we are going to tell you a little bit about our innovative programs. But before I get started, I wanted to point out two things. In the back corner, we have Troy for anyone who needs Vietnamese interpretation, and Aldo for any Spanish interpretation. So if anyone needs some assistance, we're happy to provide that support. So before we get started, I'd like to hand the microphone over to our superintendent, Dr. Carol Hansen, for a welcome and some brief remarks.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I do have the distinct pleasure of serving as the superintendent here in the Ocean View School District. And one of the things that I'm particularly proud of is that we truly do believe in options for families. And we also believe in innovation. And I'm very proud of the work that our team in the district has done to offer a variety of different programs, which you're going to hear about: our dual language immersion, our STEAM program, our VAPA program, and our environmental science program, in addition to all the wonderful, rigorous core programs that we offer. And it really is a testament to the quality of staff that we have that is both caring, because we believe that relationships matter as well as achievement. And I hope that you'll get to see the unique offerings, and we urge you to come back and tour some of these specific schools. They're going to tell you about that. I think that's where you really get to see what is the right match for your child. So thank you for being here, and feel free to ask us any questions, but we are really glad that you're here, and we're very proud of what we have to offer here in the Ocean View School District. Thank you.
So tonight, I'm going to take about 10 minutes, provide a quick overview of our elementary innovative programs, and then I'm going to talk about the transfer process, because there's a possibility that the program that you decide that is right for your child may not be your your school of residence. And so we're going to explain to you what you can do if you see a program tonight that you decide you'd like to send your child to. So as Dr. Hansen said, we have 4 elementary programs. Our dual language immersion, we call DLI. Our science, technology, engineering, art, and math, which we call STEAM. Our visual art and performing arts, VAPA. That is the school that you're sitting in, and you can see how immersed you're in, even within the NPR, what it feels like to be part of an innovative school that has an embedded program. And environmental science. You may have heard a little noise earlier. We do have 4 of our goats that are out on the grass out there, and that's who you can hear bleating. That sounds distinctly like a goat. You're not hearing things? It is. It's 4. So our first school, environmental science school, is at Golden View. And this is a school that really focuses on the environmental principles. And what this means is that students study the environment, whether they're looking at reading, writing, mathematics, you name it. In addition to this, there's a 2.5-acre farm right on the playground, behind a fence. And so students do go out there, they take care of the animals. There's a big, huge garden, and garden to table is a common experience as they go through the seasons and grow a variety of different vegetables and avocados and fruit and lavender and you name it. Our Spanish dual language immersion program is housed at Harborview. In this program, students spend their day immersed in both Spanish and English. At the kindergarten level, 90% of the day is in Spanish. And this is intended for students who are both fluent in English and fluent in Spanish, and it's one opportunity to give that little, get your students just a little bit ahead so that by the time they matriculate from 5th grade, they are bilingual, meaning they can speak Spanish and English. They're biliterate, meaning they can read in English and Spanish. Bicultural, They spend time learning a little bit about many of the Spanish-speaking countries and develop this great empathy and awareness of the world around them. Our STEAM program is housed at Lake. It's very common to see things like mathematics that is hands-on, robotics. It's all part of the regular program. They spend a little more time in science, and specifically project-based learning. You can see science experiments going on. They have it's one of our innovative schools with really creative furniture that comes together and goes apart. And today you'll get to see a little bit, if that's where you choose to go, our 3D printer, some robotics kits, and learn a little more about that. And finally, the school we're sitting in today is our Visual and Performing Arts School here at Westmont. This immersive experience, if you look at the top right-hand corner, that is actually the kindergarten playground. So students have the opportunity, starting from the very beginning, to make music, even while they're out playing during their recess time. The arts standards are embedded throughout the day. They have some special opportunities, including being in band as a 4th or 5th grader, participating in musicals. We're super excited in the fall to resume dance. We have a dance room right here that's off of this NPR, and a dance teacher. So they have an opportunity to dance and really immerse themselves in the performing arts and visual arts. So, after you make a decision about tonight, you may be wondering whether or not the school you select is your neighborhood school. So what you do is go onto our district website, which is at ovsd.org, select families, go to locate my school, and you click here. And it takes you to this website. It's a new one, it's the next one, it's not the same website. And here you put in your complete address. It provides information and tells you what your elementary school of residence is and what your middle school residence is. But like we said, we're a district that values choice and innovation. So it's not a problem if you go through this process and you're like, wait, that's not my school. So if it's not your school, no worries at all. If you are a student who lives within our Ocean View attendance area, what you'll do is after you are enrolled, then you go into the parent portal, and there's an online request that you complete. You don't have to come to the district office. It's very easy. You complete that by March 31st, or when you enroll. We recognize that some families may be incoming kindergartners and maybe haven't enrolled yet. So you have to enroll at your home school first, then you go in and select the school of choice. Later in the spring, you'll get an email from Janet Barajas alerting you for what the placement is, and we work really hard to honor parent choice. Now, what if you live outside the district? Not a problem again. What you do is there's something called an interdistrict transfer that is available at your home district. There you do have to go to the district office, not ours, your home district. They'll give you the paperwork. They might have it online. And you submit it to them. Now, every district is a little bit different. Some are perhaps already accepting them. Some might not be there. So before you go to your home district, I'd give them a call to see whether they're accepting those transfers now. You fill out the paperwork. Some will hand it right back and you can bring it right over to Ocean View. Others will send it to us. Both ways are completely acceptable. We all have these agreements around interdistrict transfers, so we'll work with you and make sure that we follow up. And once again, you'll hear from Janet Barajas, but what's different is this will come via like US, like old school paper, mail. So don't think that it's junk mail. It could be your notification about the transfer. So this we do through the US mail. So one of the common questions every time this year when we start our parent events is, when's the first day of school? Well, we don't know exactly. But Traditionally, the first day of school is the Wednesday after Labor Day. So you can see this next September, Labor Day is September 5th. We think it will be just shortly thereafter. Now, you've heard enough from me. Now you're going to get the opportunity to go to the sessions of your choice. So, if you are interested in hearing about our Spanish dual language immersion, stay right where you are. And Mrs. Ligman, you want to raise your hand, will be here, along with Mrs. Garcia and Mrs. Strecky, to talk about the dual language immersion program. If you're interested in learning more about STEAM, you're going to go right out the door and straight ahead. It's the second classroom that you come to. The third classroom is our VAPA program, which is, once again, the school that you're in today. And the fourth one's kind of a giveaway. When you see the goats, turn right, you're there at the Environmental Science School program. And so, with that, thank you for coming. And we are excited to tell you about our program. So, Mrs. Ullman is for VAPA.
So we will be in week 3. So week 2 here.
Mrs. Vanderlinden is here with STEAM, and when she walks out, if you're going to STEAM, follow her. And there we go. And Mrs. Florgan has the big goat on her shirt. Goats? Go with Miss Florgan. Once again, thank you for being here.